Hey guys, it's Dale here. I'm going to trade the Canadian dollar futures. Right now the price is dropping towards my level, which is at 0.7981. You can see it as the blue line on all the charts. So there is a volume-based level there, which I published in my members section. And now I'm waiting for the price to hit the level. So let's now wait a bit and see what happens. I would like to see some confirmation when the level is hit. So, alright, I'll be ready. Just waiting for some confirmation. Limit order, absorption, or divergence on the cumulative delta. Anything which would tell me that buyers are present around this zone. Alright, so right now delta is negative. Still negative. You can see it in here. You can see it in here, you can see it in here. So, no divergence. I would really like to see a divergence now. That would be fantastic. To see it around that support. There's not much time now. And I definitely don't want to switch charts, showing you what the level is based on now, but I'll show you later, alright? The logic behind this long level. It's based on volume profile setup. It's based on setup, which I call the trend setup. So I'll show you later. But right now I just don't want to miss the trade. Price is getting close to our support. Here we go, selling imbalances. Price is going downwards. Let's see what happens. We are at the level now. Not really any confirmation yet. Delta is already negative, but those could be limit orders, which mess delta up. I would really like to see a huge number pop up somewhere in this area on bid. Or huge numbers on ask, which would mean aggressive buyers. Now, those 129 contracts, one tick above our level, that's not too bad. But it's not unusually big volume number. So let's wait some more. I think those are limits. Unusually big limit order. Alright. I am in. I'm in long. I've just entered a trade. Because I think that those guys are passive buyers. You can see it also on trace filter. In here. 2 huge orders, institutional orders, 106. That's huge. Alright, so now let's talk take profit. I'm trading this on forex. My default take profit is 10 pips. Should be somewhere in this heavy volume area. This is a nice place for a take profit. Heaviest volumes are in here, 79.90. This is a nice place for take profit. Buyers jumping in, those buying imbalances. Now what I would like to see is positive delta. Now this hugely negative delta is negative because there were those limit orders, right? Buy limit orders, so that messed the delta up. But now we want to see aggressive buyers show on ask. Here, we want to see buyers jumping on ask. Aggressive buyers who saw that heavy volume activity and who want to participate in up move. That's what we want to see now. So there was no divergence on price and delta, but That was nice confirmation in here. Those guys are passive buyers who entered with buy limit orders. Yeah, this will be a nice place for a take profit. Buyers are jumping in. This is the place with the heaviest volumes, 79.90. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. I'm going to quit the trade a little bit before 79.90, just to be sure, because this could work as a resistance. That's risky. Aggressive buyers buying imbalances, that's fantastic. Buyers are present, pushing the price upwards. All right. This is actually the beginning of the resistance at 79.88. So it will probably be safest to close the trade there. All right, let's wait one more tick and just take the profit, because in here, this is where it becomes risky. All right, I'm out. 79.88. That was quick. That was real quick. I like such trades. It's fantastic. Easy. Well, it's not actually that easy. You need to work hard in order to this become easy. Anyways, trade is over. I'm just interested how this is going to develop, because this is a strong resistance and I wonder whether the price will actually push through. Now, if I wanted to trail this trade some more, then I would quit just half of the position in here and secure the second half of the position, and I would place the stop loss below those heavy volumes. So either in here below the high value node, or in here one tick below it. So that would be the place to secure the position. There are some selling imbalances. That's a warning signal. I'm glad that I quit the trade at 79.88. Wow, that was quick. I just paused the video for a second. Now this sell-off started. Not much volumes in here though. There's not real strength in that. Maybe there'll be some more of a reaction, because the level was a pretty strong one. Let me show you. So this is from the members area. This is a futures table which I published today. This was the level 79.81. So let me print a line there, 79.81. So now you see it on all the charts. Maybe I should switch this one to 1 minute. This was the reaction we were trading from here to here. That was our trade. All right, now this long level, it was based on the trend setup on this volume cluster right there. Now, this volume cluster was created within an uptrend. So buyers were adding to the long positions in here before they continued to push the price upwards from there again. Now, what I thought would be that when the price made a pullback, those buyers will want to defend it and push the price upwards from there again. All right, that's the trend setup. You can see this volume cluster not only on this flexible profile on the 30-minute chart, but also in here on the weekly volume profile. This is weekly volume profile. Now, the reason I picked this particular volume cluster instead of, for example, this one, the reason is the first deviation of VWAP, which is very close to this level, and it confirms the strength of it. Right now it's a little bit above it, but it's still pretty close. And the way this first deviation should work is like a support. When the price goes above it, there should be a reaction like this. Again, price goes above it, and here we go, upwards again. The same idea was in here. Price was above the first deviation, that's this gray line, hits it, goes upwards. That's why I think there could be a bigger reaction, but this selling activity is pretty strong. Also, there were those selling imbalances. I think we traded this one pretty nicely. Even if you are trading this blindly, just 10 pip take profit on forex, it was a profitable trade. From here to here, it was over 10 pips on forex. All right, right now we are around the entry point, and that's about it. Let me switch back to the order flow chart. Just wanted to have a look at delta. Yeah, there was not really a confirmation on delta. No divergence. Price went downwards, delta went downwards. Yeah, nothing to see in here. Hard to tell what the price will do now. So basically, if I had to sum up this video, because this was live trading video and didn't really have any structure, I just jumped in and commented on what I was doing. So let me start from the beginning. I did volume profile analysis using those three charts, which all show the Canadian dollar futures. There was a strong level in here at 79.81, and this level was based on a volume profile setup, which I call the trend setup, on volume cluster created within that trend, and also it was based on first VWAP deviation, on those two things, right? Two setups. One setup, volume profile setup, the other setup, VWAP setup. So this was the big picture. And I wanted to see some confirmation when the price hit that level. So when the price was approaching that level, this is where I started the video, and this is where I opened the order flow. So this is the order flow workspace, which shows the same trading instrument in here. This is a 30-minute chart where it only shows total volumes. This chart shows 5-minute chart where it shows bid and ask. This is a chart where I look for trade confirmations. This chart's a trade filter where I only look for the biggest trades. And this one is a cumulative delta versus price. This is price, 1-minute price. This is 1-minute delta. On this chart, I look for divergences between price and delta. That's a confirmation which I like to see around a trading level. So the price hit that level, which we found using volume profile, and then I was looking for some sort of confirmation, which I wanted to see before jumping in that long trade. I wanted to see either limit orders, which would be unusually big numbers on bid. That's what I actually saw in the end in here. Or absorption, I didn't see absorption in here. Or divergence between price and delta, I didn't see that either. I only saw those limit orders. But that was enough for me to enter the trade. I entered the long, and then delta turned. That was great, because I saw that buyers were entering the market. There were aggressive buying imbalances showing aggressive buyers jumping in. And then what I did, I looked at this chart, which shows volumes, and in this chart, I identified best place to quit that trade. The logic is that heavy volumes indicate support and resistance zones, and when you are long, you don't want to go against a resistance. You can see it on the volume profile in here, or also those darker gray areas, those are heavy volume areas. High volume node from this area was in here. This is where this area started. This was the resistance. And this is when the price hit this high volume node, I decided to quit that trade. It was 10 pips on forex where I trade those trades. That's perfect take profit for day trading. 10 pips on forex. That's like the ideal take profit. All right, so in this case, I used the take profit, which was based on volumes, but it was also more or less the ideal take profit for such intraday trades, which is 10 pips on forex. All right, so basically I was looking at futures chart at a NinjaTrader platform, but I was trading it with my broker on forex, right? That's how I do it. So yeah, that's the summary of this trade. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time. So until then, happy trading.